he would. So if he would strike out, he would put the bat on his head, crack it, a baseball bat. Yeah, that expression right there.
What?
Yes.
Oh Kiddan! Oh Kiddan! Yo, what up, people? Hello, namaste, kamcho, assalamu alaikum, and sastriyakal. What up, guys? Welcome back to the Oh Kiddan podcast. As always, I'm your host, Tej, and Tej's Pops is back with us today.
And I'm Pops. We're just gonna go by Pops, man. I love it. Sir, Oh Kiddan! We're here, back in the building.
Back in the building.
What's good? Everything good?
Yep.
Alright, my man. Sir, we gotta start the episode with that. Always that classic handshake, right?
Yep.
So, sir, what brings us here today to our what? Third episode? Fourth episode?
Third episode.
Third episode. What's bringing us here today?
So today's topic is my favorite athletes.
Your favorite athlete.
Both of ours.
Both of our favorite athletes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
So we're
I can do
gonna
that.
pick 5 favorite athletes. And
Hold on. Before we start, how was your day?
my day was good. How was
Good?
your day? How was your
It was good. It was busy, right?
Yeah.
Adult responsibilities. सारे ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਨੂਣੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੁੱਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੁੱਕਦੇ but we're here, we made time for this, so all right, so now your day was good, my day was busy, must be good to be a kid.
Yep.
What I'm noticing is though, you got a little fly jersey on right there, my friend. What's
Oh,
that
yeah.
all about? What's that all about?
It's a Steph Curry jersey.
Oh, this guy right here?
Yeah.
The Taurus, the flamethrower?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Steph Curry. Steph Curry with the pop, boy. All right. But what's up? So I'm assuming he's one of your favorite athletes, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, one of my favorite athletes.
Okay. So I guess go ahead. So what's the whole episode about? What are we doing?
So we both picked 5 of our favorite athletes.
5. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Okay, we'll try.
5 favorite athletes.
Okay.
And we have some backups. Because if you or me pick a player that you or me already have, we have to pick one of our backup players.
Oh, okay. So it's like a draft style.
Yeah, draft.
Where if one of our guys gets picked, he's off the board.
Yep.
Oh, that might be tough, man. All right, we'll try it. Let's see how it goes. Okay.
All right, so let's start off.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 1 favorite athlete, in my opinion, the best soccer player to ever play the game.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah.
And this camp is divided, I believe, depending on who you pick. There's probably a huge following for the other guy. So whoever you pick, I know there's going to be a big following for the other guy.
You already know who I pick.
But go ahead. Let the audience know.
He scored the most goals ever in soccer history.
So that pretty much speaks for itself. All right, go ahead.
He's arguably the best Champions League player ever.
Arguably, okay.
And my first favorite athlete is CR7.
Ooh.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Right? Oh my God. Yeah, so like I said, right, whoever you pick, there's another camp, a whole another camp. It's almost like they're divided down the center, right?
Yeah.
Their fan base is very, very particular with one or the other. One is the GOAT or one isn't the GOAT, and this is why, and blah, 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 blah. And I remember when the World Cup happened recently, right, that kind of helped for a lot of people, or the people that were torn between the two. And the other guy I'm talking about is who? You go ahead, you tell us.
Lionel Messi.
Right, Lionel Messi. And it's like, who was the best, right? Some people are in the Messi camp. Some are in the Cristiano Ronaldo camp, and they're just divided down the center. Listen, at the end of the day, they're both phenomenal athletes.
They're both great players.
Right, they're great players. Now, the one thing for me, so I'm also a Ronaldo fan, and what I really, really respect and admire about him is that he's a little older than Messi, right?
He's 2 years older.
He's 2 years older, but in sports, 2 years is a big deal. 2 years is a big deal, especially when it comes to skill development and when it comes to getting a little older and into your, becoming a veteran player. Like your shelf life is limited, right? So you really gotta, if you're trying to compete with the young fellas again, like the young guys, you really got to take care of yourself. And one thing I really, really admire and respect about Ronaldo is like his discipline.
Work ethic.
His work ethic and his discipline, like the way he takes care of his body, the way he prepares for a game, the way he trains. Like it's very meticulous. It's very like, calculated, very strategic, and it's very on point. Similar to like how we spoke about in our last episode about, some of your training.
Yeah.
And just training in general, how people or an athlete that's trying to really make something out of, whatever they want to be. If you're trying to reach a higher level, the difference really comes down to training and those little things, right? Conditioning, training, strength building, skill development, and so forth.
Yeah.
So the thing that really I really admire about Cristiano Ronaldo is that level of commitment and dedication. Like ever since he was yay big, he was super focused on what he wanted. Yeah, he has a amazing talent, but he's fully maximizing that potential, right? It's not like you could say, oh, he was a great player, but what could have been had he done this? No, he's doing it. So there is no what could have been. You see what is, not what could have been, what is. This guy is one of those type of players. Like at the age that he's at and the level that he's performing, there's only one other guy I can think of who is performing amazing.
Oh, I know who
unprecedented at this age, at an age where most guys start, or if not, have already fallen off or are starting to fall off.
I know who it is.
And just taking it to new heights and new levels and setting new records. Go ahead, tell us.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, man. Or as one of the kids in the meme goes, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Right? But LBJ, LeBron James, King James, whatever you want to call him. There's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of people who love him out there. So, I'm just going to say they both remind me of each other, right? And they're both elite at what they do in their sport. So, yeah, man, that's a great pick, actually.
That's my favorite athlete.
He's number one.
Number one.
I didn't think he was number one on your list.
Oh, he's number one.
Wow.
Even though that's not my favorite sport, that's number one.
But that's what I thought it was going to be somebody else. But okay.
But that somebody else is number two.
All right. So we'll get there. So my favorite athlete, number one, comes from my favorite sport. And you already know it. Everybody knows. Anyone who knows me knows it. Exactly. It's right. This is the best way to say it. And if you don't know what this is 6-0, undefeated in every finals appearance this man has been to. Undefeated. Think about that. Every finals appearance he's been to, he's never tasted defeat. He doesn't know what defeat tastes like. And that's RBA, my friend. Right?
Yep.
That's RBA. And that's my GOAT. For my generation or for me, that's my GOAT. And that, my friends, so as we see a lot of people, I'm going to pick him up right here.
Oh, we have some cards.
We got a bunch of him. We got here, we got up there somewhere. It's Michael Jordan, the GOAT, the greatest basketball player. When you say the Michael Jordan of, when you become that conversation, right? The Michael Jordan of this or the Michael Jordan of that, oh, that means you the GOAT. He's the GOAT. MJ's the GOAT, right? He is considered one of the greatest players. And there's a group of people out there, the younger generation, who may not respect him as a GOAT. But listen, man, this guy, when he was playing, he dominated. And I think there's a statistic out there, and I don't quote me on this, but this is about it. Michael Jordan has never lost in any finals game he's ever played at any level. Think about that.
Any level?
Any level. Whether it was Olympics.
He never lost.
He's never lost in the Olympics.
Has he lost in high school? Wait, did he even make it to the finals?
So in his, I think freshman year he got cut.
Oh.
But when I say level, like from college onward, right? He won in college.
He won the final?
NCAA tournament. He won it. Hit the game-winning shot. There's a famous picture out there, right? And I believe he beat Georgetown in that game when Patrick Ewing was playing against him. I believe. I could be wrong.
Wait, Patrick Ewing played basketball in college?
Patrick Ewing played for Georgetown, right?
Basketball?
Yeah. Georgetown, come on, man. Well, you young kids, we gotta educate y'all.
How do I know? He's an NFL player.
No, Patrick Ewing is a basketball.
Ewing.
Who'd you think of?
I thought you said Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is playing now. How's he gonna play with Jordan? Come on, man, get with the program, dog. All right. So when Tej wakes up, I think he beat Patrick Ewing in the NCAA finals. It was a game against Georgetown. Michael hit a mid-range game-winning shot.
It's always the mid range.
It's always the mid-range, man. Listen, when the game comes down to it, it's gonna be for the most part a mid-range shot. And if you can't hit a mid-range shot, you can't be part of the GOAT conversation. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. No. I know the game is, 3-pointers and layups and efficiency and this. Listen, when it comes down to it, you know what? That guy whose jersey you're wearing, one of the best mid-range shooters ever. One of the best. And you know what he himself has said?
What?
You gotta work inside before you go outside. So you kids should not be going straight outside. Should be inside. Perfect that inside game, then work your way. Then the mid-range, and then you go outside. Right? But most people want to skip that mid-range area. So you skip the mid-range area, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not making it far. I promise you're not making it far. Because as a defender, I know we're going a little bit off topic, but just, this is the coach in me. As a defender, if I know that all you shoot is mid-range and layups, think about it. How easy does that make defending for me?
mid range and layups. No,
3-pointers.
three
3-pointers and layups. If all you make is 3-pointers and layups, how easy does that make my life? Because I know either you're gonna shoot outside, or if you drive in, you're going all the way to the cup. And for me, so I know you're not gonna stop in the middle. That makes my life easy. Thank you, right? But if you could shoot a mid-range, now I gotta guard you the whole way, and I don't know where you're gonna stop and pull up, right? Your favorite player's favorite player mastered the mid-range, right? You got Steph, AI, T-Mac, Kobe, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Michael Jordan. You name it. You want to be a top elite player in basketball, you better perfect that mid-range. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. None. Period. Now, when you get to the league, you may have a role that's different. But on your way there, you better perfect that mid-range. That's me. That's my little rant. My bad. I'm a little sensitive when it comes to this mid-range topic, all right? My bad.
All right, my turn.
Yes, sir.
My number 2.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite NBA player. His picture's also up here.
Which one, though?
The left one.
The guy you're wearing a jersey? No, not that one? The left one? Is
Yep.
he here somewhere?
Well, he here.
Oh, he here?
He
All right.
here.
Okay.
My favorite NBA player attacked Shaq. We talked about this last episode.
Yeah.
2001 finals, carried the team to the finals. Won game 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
The answer.
They also call him Bubba Chuck. Yeah, that's his other nickname, Bubba Chuck. Allen Iverson, the answer. Listen, anytime you're one of the smallest players in the league and your nickname is the answer, I mean, that's respect. Hey, you're the smallest, one of the smallest guys on the floor, but you're the answer. That's the ultimate respect and fear in the defender's eyes, right? You gotta create entire defenses around the answer, right? Yeah. I mean, he should have,
and he still handled it great.
and he still handled business, right? You can't. Yeah, he was unstoppable, unstoppable. AI. Well, respect all of it, man. We got full Allen Iverson love around here, right? Another Georgetown alum, right? We got a close connection with Georgetown, so I like that one, man. That's who I thought your number 1 was gonna be. But listen, CR7. So AI, dope. I like that.
That's
one.
my number 2.
That's your number 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Your number 2 now.
So my number 2, I got a bunch of guys here, right? And I had a little bit of a tough time going through this, but I'm gonna go here with the level of difficulty in playing this next sport.
Oh, the toughest.
This is one of the toughest sports.
Boxing?
Ever. Boxing.
Oh, I know who you're picking.
No, you don't.
Off of boxing, I know. I know your favorite boxer.
Okay, so this guy, boxing is probably the toughest sport, one of the toughest sports to play, and you gotta be a certain type of person to want to get into a ring to one, risk getting your face punched by a big man or anyone, and punch somebody else's face and knock them out. Right? It's one of those kind of sports, and power to you if you're made of that fabric. And this guy was more than more than made of that fabric. Right? People come to him even to this day to get his advice
Oh yeah, I definitely know you're picking.
of what how he approaches and views the game. And if you watch some of his how he breaks the game down, like the way he studies opponents and the way he reads, like even the smallest, like this guy likes to roll like this and his hips and his hand. Like it's crazy the level of detail that he goes into. You never think that. And this guy was, when he was in his like prime, oh my God, he was everywhere, anywhere. He was, and it was just some of the things he was doing was like outlandish, crazy. But as an athlete, you can't deny he was one of the best. You want to take a guess? Go ahead.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. I thought you were gonna say like Muhammad Ali. So
No.
here's the other thing with me, I'm picking my players.
Yeah.
I have had to watch them, right? I'm not gonna pick like Will Chamberlain because I never saw him play. So I'm gonna pick guys that I saw. I watched live
You watched
on
Mike
TV.
Tyson live?
I saw Mike Tyson. Yes, I watched him many times. And this guy, people were scared of him. When you bring fear in people, in grown men's hearts, oh yeah, you that dude, you that guy. So Mike Tyson for me all day.
I never thought that though.
Yeah. Mike Tyson was like that. Oh yeah.
Boxing?
Oh yeah.
All right, now my third.
You might have to go. It's Googleable. It's YouTubeable. Go watch it.
So my third is the greatest shooter to ever play the game.
Oh,
He's right here.
the guy you're wearing a jersey of?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, SC30. Yeah, Chef Curry with the pop, boy. Right? We might have to get the song, the music, the little line. Chef Curry with the pop, boy. Right? Whatever that beat is. Yeah. Listen, I mean, he changed the game. Right? I mean, tell us about him.
He's the greatest shooter ever. He has the record for most 3-pointers made. He can attack the rim. He can finish. He can play decent defense.
Decent? Oh, no, he's gotten better. Okay.
He's gotten better, but I still think he's at the decent level.
Okay.
He's very great. I mean, when he was drafted, his draft report or scouting report, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it, right?
Yeah, scouting report was not. It didn't speak highly of him.
Yeah, it said he was very skinny. He wasn't gonna like be good. He's only a good shooter.
He's undersized. Shoots maybe too much. He's at most maybe a role player.
And now look at him.
Look at me now, right? Look at me now. So yeah, Steph is a great story of anyone who was doubted and made it, proved that hard work pays off, right? That commitment, dedication, determination, motivation, inspiration, all those shuns. Like he is that role model that you can use as motivation to say, you know what, if he could do it, I can do it.
And he basically has no weakness.
Except decent defense?
Yeah, except a little bit of that.
A little bit of that. But no, seriously, like even what I love watching I love watching Steph. Like, yeah, the game's cool and all. What I like watching even more is his training sessions. I love watching his training sessions, how he trains for that moment in the game. And that stuff is different. But now when I watch that and I watch him in the game, this doesn't happen by accident. He worked on this, right? Like we talk about how much he runs, right? How much he's constantly moving, his conditioning as like at an elite level, like beyond elite level. So when I see him in practice, he's literally doing the same thing. He's running, then catching and shooting or whatever he's doing. There's a lot of running involved, which most people who train don't do. Right? Most people just come in, do their drill, boom, 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 a 1, 2, 3 combo. At most, maybe a counter, a couple counters here, there, right? Drive to the basket. The ball stays with them the whole time. With him, he's passing it, running around like pretending it's a screen, going around at game speed, full speed, not just casual jogging, catching, shooting, running, screening, passing, getting back, running, getting to a spot and catching and shooting. Like that's different. People are not doing, like trainers aren't having their kids do that, and the kids aren't doing it on their own either. So that's different, which is why he changed the game. But again, he's also mastered the mid-range. Let's just get that. I'm gonna keep coming back on this.
So number 3 is Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. All right, cool. That's a good one. So I'm gonna. So you took my number 3
Who, AI?
as your number 1.
Oh, you picked Cristiano?
Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Listen, I gotta give respect where respect is due, and that man deserves all the respect. Even to now, like people have they're still doubting him, right? They were doubting him a couple years ago. They were doubting him last year, and look what he did. He got onto a new team, and he's still showing them that I'm that dude, I'm that guy. And don't get it twisted, right? So, I'm a Ronaldo fan all the way through and through.
Who's your backup though?
For Ronaldo, I'm gonna get to my actual. So if I didn't, you took my Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The guy that I'm gonna put in now is a guy I already talked about, who I compared to Ronaldo, as far as body, and the guy you guessed.
Bron.
Correct. LeBron James he's different, man.
He's the backup?
He's different. He's that guy.
He's him?
That you could he's more than him. A guy who's almost at his 40, almost 40, or coming close to 40, or is 40 years old, doing what he's doing. I'm sorry, you don't see that. That's not normal. Like, he is like the Terminator, right? Living tissue over metal endoskeleton, as I like to joke around. Like, this guy's a machine. He's not human. Like, you don't do what he's doing. It's not normal. I think I already said that, but it's not. It's not normal. And the most beautiful part about for me is that, like, I'm enjoying it while it's here, because there will become a point when it's not going to be here.
And he retires one day.
Correct. And then we'll miss it. It's gonna be missed. So I'm enjoying it while it's here, and it's beautiful to watch. And it's a testament to what hard work and taking care of your body and discipline can do for you. Right? He's setting a blueprint. Because a lot of great players get to that point, but they're not who they really used to be. But he is still, like, think about that. The second he entered this game, out of high school, he came in and the first year you knew he was the guy.
Yeah.
But that next year, like, it was domination. He dominated to date. From that point to now, so 19, 20 years, he's been dominating the game. And what's even more impressive, if you look at his background, he wasn't built like he didn't have Steph's resources. He didn't have a dad like Steph and Kobe who played in the league and could give them information. He had nobody. He didn't have a great coach like Phil Jackson or Steve Kerr, Mark Jackson, or the college coaches. He didn't go to college, so he couldn't even get that coaching. So think about his level of knowledge. His IQ is like off the charts. Like, that is insane. Like, the level of maturity, the level of like he is just one of those like special human beings that God created. With just like that special sprinkle, that that dust, that whatever special dust that he put on him, or whatever you want to call it, like that it factor. He's that, right? And it's just amazing and beautiful to watch while it's here. He's one of those, like, there's a generational athlete, and everyone suddenly every year comes out with a No, he is one of the very few generational athletes to ever pick up a sport. And I feel like he's so good. If he picked up another sport, he'd be just as dominant. Right? Put him in football, just as dominant. So yeah, for me, LeBron James.
Number 3?
Yeah.
All right. So my number 4, I talked about him last episode briefly.
Okay.
In my opinion, in the NBA, he has the best work ethic of all time. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
The Mamba.
Yes, sir.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant. We got some books and shoes back there, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I see you. See you with the setup.
Kobe, one of the best mid-range shooters to ever play the game.
One of the best shooters. One of the clutch bucket getters to ever play the game.
So to my knowledge, if I get this wrong, I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but to my knowledge, he is the only player to score 60 in his last game.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You didn't get it wrong.
And he has the second most points ever scored in one game, 81.
81. Yes. I mean, listen, what you gotta see is Mamba, right?
Yep.
And it's understood everything that comes around that. Everything. Not just playing, the mindset, the mentality, the work ethic, all that stuff we spoke about. And he was your favorite player's favorite player, right?
Wait.
Like not yours, but just whoever. Like he's one of your favorite players' favorite player who they looked up to. Steph looked up to him, right? LeBron looked up to him because LeBron kind of followed the same thing out of high school.
Yeah.
Right? All these players looked up to him and they still look up to him because Kobe is their MJ, right? Kobe is this generation who's in the NBA now, they're Michael Jordan.
Like Jason Tatum, Devin Booker.
Exactly. And all those, like Dwayne Wade, all these group of guys who were part of that era looked up to Kobe Bryant. And he left his mark on the game. And even to date, you could see like different places his mark is still on the game. Like the fact that, we even chose to there's a book back there. And it could have been any book back there. Nah, it's got to be him though, right? It's got to be him. The shoes, it's got to be his, right? Because he's a GOAT. He's considered a GOAT. There's only 3 GOATs who are considered, and one is in the conversation.
In the NBA?
In the NBA.
Yeah.
Who are they?
MJ, Bron, and Kobe.
Right? And people have different orders. So some say MJ, Kobe, Bron, some say whatever. Whatever you say. The point is that those 3 are generally on the list for the most part. Right? And to be in that conversation, speaks for itself.
So my number 4 is
Your
Kobe.
4 is Kobe?
Yep.
So it's funny because AI, SC, Steph, and Kobe were on my other parts of my list.
They
so
were?
We kind of have some overlap here.
So who's 4?
So you might be taking a lot of mine, and I might be running out of some folks here.
Who's actually 4?
So my 4, I'm gonna do a combo and make it even tougher on myself.
No, who was actually 4 before? Who was it?
Well, CR7, right? CR, and then it was LBJ, and then my other guys.
Oh.
So now my 3rd is LeBron. My 4th is a combination of 2 guys. They both played dual sports professionally. They both dominated and did well for themselves in both sports professionally. And they were elite in college. They both had their own commercials and brands but they had completely different personality.
Wait.
One played offense, one played defense. And they both are around at the same time.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is this the NFL?
And another sport. If I say the name, you'll know immediately. Giving you some clues here. I'm sure some of our viewers probably already figured it out.
I know, probably. Wait.
Any guesses? Any clues?
Wait, one from the NFL, right?
Yeah, they're both from the NFL.
Oh.
And they both played baseball.
Deion is one of them?
Deion Sanders, one of them. And the other one, considered by some as the greatest athlete to ever step foot on the planet. Ever. But he was super quiet about his business. And he handled business. And he was a problem.
What position?
There was a running back, I believe. Yeah.
Barry Sanders.
Nope.
No?
No. Barry didn't play baseball.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Ooh.
I know it's before your time, so I don't even blame you. I know it's before your time.
Who is it?
Bo Jackson.
Oh.
Bo Jackson. And there was a commercial called Bo Knows. And Bo knew everything. He knew everything. This guy he has this amazing, like this one poster, I believe. And I used to have it on my wall when I was younger. He's wearing football pads and he has a baseball bat on his football pads like this. And he's just standing there. It was one of the dopest commercials, dopest like posters because he was a dual sport athlete and he dominated both of them. It's crazy. And as a running back for the Oakland Raiders, they couldn't stop him.
And so did Deion.
Yeah, he did too.
Yeah.
But Bo was like, so Dion was very like, prime time, flashy, a lot of trash talk.
Oh.
But Bo was quiet. He was quiet. He just went about his business and he handled business. And there was nothing you could do about it. He was just one of those type of athletes. And then there was this one, I believe, so like that bat one on top of the shoulder pads, that was a great poster. And then there was actually a few instances in baseball when he would do certain things. It was like, whoa, what is that? Because he was bigger than everybody and he was so much more athletic. So a big, huge guy that's that athletic and nimble and mobile. Yeah. He would, so if he would strike out, he would put the bat on his head, crack it. A baseball bat. Yeah. That expression right there.
What?
Yes. A baseball. It's YouTubeable, my friend. But you got to YouTube it. Yeah. We got to make some shorts and put up a YouTube of that. Like a little clip of that. Him doing that. It's crazy. Yeah.
What?
Yes. Like this. Crack. And then like when he was.
Did he even put any force on it?
He was so strong. So strong. So strong. The base, it looked like it was a twig, like a little, toothpick. That's what that bat was, like a toothpick to him. When he would strike out, other times, snap right on his knee. Put his leg up, crack. Yeah, just like that. There was plays where he would catch a ball, like in the outfield. He played center field, I believe. He played some type of outfield, some position. He would be running, catch the ball. The wall is right here, like right next to him, and you can't stop, right? It's going to hurt. He would Spider-Man run on the wall and then back off again. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So he would like go up and like do a backflip?
No, not a backflip. He would run up, like he would go up, and then he would, like let's say this is the wall. He would run and then go up and then come back down.
What?
Yeah, he would run on the wall and then come back. Yeah, it's YouTubeable, my friend. Yes, sir.
Wait a minute.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how athletic he was?
He was dude, he was that's why they say he's probably one of the greatest athletes to ever step foot on the planet in the history of sports. In the recorded history of sports. Yeah, Bo Jackson. Yeah, he was like that. That boy was like, that man was like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's your 4?
Those two combo.
Combo?
Of Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders primetime, those are my 4. That's my 4.
All right, so now we're moving on to my number 5.
Okay.
We talked about this player yesterday too, NBA player. You were pretty surprised when I picked him as my 4th favorite NBA player.
Now I'm like, it's crazy.
My number 5 is Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert, dude, I know there's some I listen. I love Gil. I think he's great. A basketball mind, all that. But his career was a little short-lived. Like I would have loved to see him, really see his career full out. But wow, Gil, why? Like, tell us why Gil.
Because of his mind, basically.
Okay.
Like on his pod, on both of his pods, he's very detailed.
Okay.
Like on playback. Remember that like game he did, 1995, where MJ came back?
Yes.
And he watched the game and he
the double nickel game against the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's really he's thinking.
Like he broke it down.
Yeah,
you enjoyed that?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay. So you like the whole mental, from what I'm gathering, you like this mental side of basketball a lot.
Especially from him.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I don't hear that a lot from, these young kids nowadays. So it's,
and one main thing about the NBA, which stands out to me, is 60 on Kobe.
Okay.
And he scored some and ones on Kobe.
You did? Yeah. He was smart enough to figure out that Kobe was not a strong defender when it came to moving side to side. So he then kind of figured that, all right, cool. If he's weaker, shuffling his feet side to side, I bet. So now I'm gonna move side to side rather than north south. I'm gonna go east west and force Kobe. And then I remember one play he was like, so I went left, but I knew the next play I couldn't because he'd be ready for it. So then I went right. And I think he loved that mental challenge of playing against Kobe. Yeah, no. So I agree. Like that's for sure.
So
but the only part that for me is the career didn't pan out the way it should, right? Because of some incidents and whatnot. But as an athlete, as a mind, he is like the next version of mental Kobe now, right now, living in flesh. The way he breaks things down. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I love listening to what.
So Gil is my number 5, my last favorite athlete on the list.
Wow, Gil made it over every other athlete, man. I'm shocked. I am. Okay. Hey, that's your list. Your list. So I'm gonna go a little offbeat here now. I'm gonna go a little offbeat with my list, with my 5th guy. Probably a guy that a lot of people don't know about. A guy that a certain group of people would know about. A certain culture of people would know about. Not the Western Hemisphere mainstream athlete. In a sport that generally doesn't get the love that it should.
What sport? No, at least tell me the sport.
The sport is running.
Okay.
Short distance speed running.
Usain Bolt?
Same book. Right? I know he's a mainstream athlete. I know don't come down on me like, oh, what are you talking about? Usain Bolt. No. He doesn't initially come to mind though. Right? Like you don't immediately think about him. One, because he's retired, he's done. And 2, like it's not the kind of you see him every 4 years. You see him every 2 years. You don't see him like daily or every other. It's not like there's a season that he competes, right? It's not like always in front of your face. Like LeBron's in front of your face all the time. There's a lot of highlights of like Kobe all over the place. You don't really go watch a Usain Bolt highlight, right, regularly. But guy changed the game. He changed the game, right? He's a taller than average runner. Normally, a taller runner wasn't looked at in great respect. Oh, he's big, so he may be moving slower. Not Usain Bolt, right? Usain Bolt was not. He was changing the game. I remember when he first came out. I was watching that. I can't remember which Olympics it was. It was many years ago. I remember, I was like, yo, this guy, he's bigger than everybody. And he's jacked. That man, jacked. He got on the line. They do the little whatever, that little initial symbol they all get up.
Yeah.
And then the little shot. The way he took off. Oh my God, he smoked him. It was like watching like an adult running versus kids.
What?
Yeah. It was like that. When he first came out and he was rocking that Jamaica, oh my God, like the way he ran, and he broke the world record at that point. But the way he ran, the way he separated himself in that short distance, or whatever, I don't remember, 100 meter, 200 meter, whatever it was, the way he separated himself amongst the competition was like, yo, who is this guy? He turned on the jets. Like in Fast and Furious, they had that, it was a NOS, was it? That would just like help the cars take off. They pressed that button and it was like that. Like he'd be running, he'd be a little closer, and suddenly, boom! He's like the road runner with Coyote. It was like that. Yeah, Usain Bolt, man. I'm always on.
That's your 5?
That's my number 5, and I do have an honorable mention, but I'm gonna let you go first because I'm sure you have maybe some honorable mentions that you didn't get a chance to. You would like to put them on the list, but they didn't make your list. Go ahead.
LeBron.
Unless you got something to say about Usain Bolt.
No. I don't really watch running. So
Okay, so you don't know much.
I don't know much about it.
I think what we're gonna have to do is do a sit down YouTube, catch you up on some history, Bo Jackson,
Yeah.
right? Especially those things I
Yeah.
just told you about, Usain Bolt, and some of these other guys.
All right.
All right, so you got
So
LeBron.
my honorable mentions:
So
LeBron,
I took LeBron. Okay.
Jordan,
All right.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Mahomie? You're a Mahomie? Okay. Now listen, he's special. He's special.
You got Julio.
Oh, Julio Jones? Really? But prime Julio, right?
No,
Atlanta Falcons
the
Julio.
Atlanta.
Yeah. Someone's gonna be happy hearing that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, our ATL friend.
Yep.
Okay.
I got Bruce Lee.
Oh, Bruce Lee. Yes. Much respect. Bruce Lee. Gotta have him on your list. Have to have him on your list. Bruce
Yep.
Lee.
I got Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Mike Tyson.
Oh.
That was only an honorable mention though.
Okay.
He wasn't actually on my list even in the start, but
Okay.
I thought about him.
Okay.
And Kylian Mbappe.
Ooh, that's a good one. Mbappe. Yeah. He's another GOAT. GOAT caliber, GOAT status player. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially what he did in the World Cup.
That final.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. Not a big, like, huge soccer fanatic, but that one was fun to watch. Like, probably my most favorite ever.
Oh, for me too.
Ever. And I'm so glad, like, that's the one I sat and watched. Because that was the one to watch.
I mean, it was the final. Like, finals should
I
be.
don't really watch even the finals, but that's
No?
the one I actually sat down to watch. I think because it was him and Messi, right? Like, you had to. It was history in the making. And right before that, it was Ronaldo, right? So I was in it. I was into it at that point. But yeah, Mbappe, man, much respect to him.
Yep, and
That man is clutch. He's our
he's clutch.
Yeah, he is very. He carried his team that day. Remember, single-handedly to the last like 2-3 minutes, came back. Boom, boom. Yeah, we ain't going out like that. We ain't going out like that.
Like Argentina in the first half, they scored 2 goals.
Yeah, and they just
And when it came to like the 77th minute,
right.
Mbappe scored a penalty.
Right, the whole game went scoreless.
And then the 78th minute, right after kickoff, he scored this nice volley.
Like, and that's clutch, right? That's RBA.
And then extra time came, and then first half Argentina scored. In second half, 119th minute, the last minute. If Argentina didn't let France score now, Argentina would have won. But last minute, Mbappe scored.
That's what GOATs do. That's what clutch superstars do, right? Franchise players, that's what they do. They RBA it. And man, that man, I got much respect for that man. He's definitely RBA.
Yep.
For sure. All right.
Those are my honorable mentions.
Those are your honorable mentions?
Yep.
All right. So my honorable mention is only one.
One?
Yeah, because you got most of them, a lot of them. But now I'm going to go.
I stole yours?
Kind of. Not really.
I know I stole like one.
You took a couple, like AI, you took CR.
Oh, he was on your list?
Yeah.
Which one?
He was at 6, I believe.
6.
Yeah. You took SC, Steph. You took Kobe, right? But the guy that I want is now for sure truly not mainstream media.
What sport?
Running. Again. He's like, you won't even know him. I promise you, like, you heard about him, but you don't know him like that. And on another different pod, I spoke about him. I spoke about how difficult his life was and how he had to survive through like very tough, difficult times. His parents were, they were killed in front of him.
Oh.
He was kicked out of.
You've talked about him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this man was a true, even to date, he's an inspiration, and he lives on to date.
I know who he is.
And a lot of people have not heard of him, but they should. And he deserves every bit of respect as an athlete, as a story that others can get inspiration from. And he deserves that right now. And this is Milka Singh. Right? Milka Singh, a runner. He was a runner. But his journey to get to that point to become an elite runner is remarkable. It is epic. It is unprecedented. It is one of those like stories where, when they say defeat the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, not only did he defeat the odds, he overshot defeating the odds. Like if there was another level, he exceeded that level. Right? People defeat the odds, yeah. You RBA, whatever. But he RBA'd life. Not just the sport. He RBA'd life. And then dominated a sport under the conditions, the hardships that he faced. And this man, respect to Milka Singh all day, every day. And he passed away a couple of years ago, but he's still remembered for the accomplishments and the feats that he succeeded in. Listen, the guy's a winner. He's a winner. History remembers winners. No one remembers second place. No one cares about second place, right? I'm not going to bad talk about I was gonna say something about one team that had a great record, couldn't win it
Oh,
though,
yeah.
right? But nevertheless, if you come through, you win. History remembers that, and that's a testament to Milka Singh always, every day. So he's one of my honorable mentions. If not, should be definitely in the top. I definitely wanted to get his name out. Milka Singh, my honorable mention. Sir, anything more for you?
No, I'm done.
That's it?
Yep.
That's it? You sure? You got a long list there. You got a bunch of honorable mentions. But I think what we need to do now that the episode's over, we need to go on YouTube and bring you up to speed on some historical events that have happened with some of these athletes and show you like these guys were special. They weren't just your regular, run in the mill. Oh yeah, it's cute. No, this wasn't cute. Nothing sweet here. These guys were like, they were that dude. They were that guy.
They were him.
They were him. Right? As you young kids say, but him. So, sir, that's everything for me. Nothing for you. See them on the next episode?
Yep.
All right. So remember, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. Help us grow. Help us reach other people. Reach your friends, reach your family, your whoever. Let's just go out there and get as many people as we can get. And with that, sir, you sure you got nothing else? I
Yeah.
feel like you have something to say.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
All right. Maybe I'm just getting old. With that, see you later. Alvida. Oh, my bad. Remember to follow at Oh Kiddan on all social media platforms. We're everywhere. You'll be able to find us. Come reach out to us. Did we forget anybody? Did we leave anybody off our list? Perhaps we did. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we knew it. We just didn't make it our list. Maybe they have on your list, right? Let us know. All right. So now, see you later. Alvida, Avjo, Khudafis, and Sat Sri Akal. Till next time, peace.
Peace. Oh, that was so fun. Oh, Kiddan!